Hello, I'm Edwin Baloloy, Prudential California Realty, giving you relevant real estate information as usual here on YouTube. Today's subject happens to deal with loan modifications. With everything going on, most likely you know at least one person, or you may be that person who happens to be pursuing a loan modification. I'm going to give you a couple of tips on how to avoid a scam and what's the #1 reason why homeowners are still foreclosing when they think that the lender's working on a loan modification. Number one, in avoiding scams, keep in mind that starting October 11th of 2009, California law has passed where it is now illegal for any service, including lawyers and real estate agents, to charge an upfront fee for a loan modification. Another common scam that's out there happens to deal with a service or a company wanting to go on title with you before they start your loan modification. Something that might be legal on paper, yet there are a lot of technicalities where if they start collecting money from you, their company or their corporation, it often ends up dissolving where you're out left to dry and you're out in a worse situation than you were in the first place. When it comes to foreclosing, when I'm calling up expired listings and I'm looking through lists of homeowners who were unable to sell their homes, something very common that I'm seeing these days is a homeowner inadvertently losing their home. I'll give them a call and they will not know that the bank had foreclosed on their home. They thought that the bank had been working on a loan modification with them. A good example is Bank of America. The largest institution as far as lending goes, they have too many mortgages on their books for them to keep up with these things. I'm going to give you a quick tip in order so you can find out how to check up and make sure that your sale had been postponed. For those of you who have missed payments and have gone far along, you might have received what's called a notice of trustee sale. The bank has this hung up on the front door or the garage door of your property. If you hadn't received one of these, this usually means that the lender will foreclose with no action within 30 days. If the bank, especially Bank of America again, has told you that they have postponed the sale, you definitely want to check with the trustee. The trustee is an independent third party that will foreclose unless they're told otherwise. It's usually one page. Some of the other companies out there have 2 pages on it. You want to look towards the bottom of the sheet, and this one happens to be CalWestwood Convenience, where if there's a phone number on the bottom, you can call it and enter your trustee sale number. The automated information will tell you if it's still scheduled or if it indeed has been postponed. If you hear you still have an active sale date, you definitely want to call your loan modification company or the service that you had hired and make sure that they have it postponed. Don't take their word for it. If they say they have it postponed, again, call again and make sure that it was postponed. Otherwise, the house will be repossessed by the bank. If you have any questions, I know there's a lot of technicalities about this. I'd be happy to answer your questions. I'm Edwin with Prudential, 714-501-2733.